So guys, there's this ridiculous trend called Doomsday prepping. Now, there are TV shows about it, Doomsday Preppers, among many others, and it's kind of like Hoarders, except at the end of the episode, they don't have an intervention and tell you to get your shit together. No, instead they say, wow, you're a really reasonable, sane, balanced person with 900 guns and only 2 arms and $40,000 worth of canned goods and bags of flour, all of which will go bad in the next 4 years. You'll never, even if the world went to hell tomorrow, you'll never live long enough to enjoy them. So, I'm going to give you some real doomsday prepping advice, and I'm going to start with the ones they always talk about. Gold. Gold. Oh, you must have gold. Cash. Seeds. Penicillin, sandbags, barbed wire, and of course, pay off your bills. This is all terrible advice. Gold? What on earth would you do with gold in a post-apocalyptic world? It's not terribly divisible. It's not intrinsically valuable or useful. Gold? Once people find out you have gold, your home will be stormed and raided and looted. No, you don't. Come on. Gold. And cash? If society collapses, what are you going to do with cash? Seeds? Yes. Yes, plant stuff in your yard. I'm sure there'll be no opportunity for neighbors or strangers or nomads to come by and steal your crops before they come ripe. No, it'll be fine. I'm sure the deer and rodents won't devour them. Yes, your tiny little lot in the suburbs. Grow some seeds. That's a good idea. Penicillin. The shelf life is very short. Don't hoard that. I don't even know how you could. You know, doctors have to prescribe it. Sandbags. Yes, you can use those to stop bullets. You know what else you can do? Just avoid getting into a... You know, what are you going to do? Line your entire house with sandbags? Put sandbags around your bed? Get real. Barbed wire. Oh, that's a storage nightmare. If your insurance company finds out you've got those, come on. And pay off your bills. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Society is collapsing. If anything, you should run up all your credit cards and just not pay them on the eve of society's collapse. Armageddon's coming, man. Who cares about bills? No, what you do need is water, and a few gallons should do the trick. Duct tape, that's just good advice in general, and a first aid kit. These are all things you could need in any kind of disaster. Earthquake, fire, flood, who cares? You need duct tape, water, and a first aid kit. Now, if you really want to prep, here's my advice. And this is serious advice. Here's what you need. Forget gold. What you need is screws and nails. Those are as good as cash. In a world where everything is falling apart, those are worth money. Copper wire, infinitely useful. That's going to be the foundation of the next guy's little compound, cult compound. I think I talked about that last week. I plan to have one of those. A wind-up lantern and wind-up radio. If society's rebuilding, message will go out on the airwaves. A wind-up radio, check it once a day, wind it up whenever you're bored. You got communication. Books. In, let's see, that would be Mr. Usitalo, so that would be 7th grade. He said, what would you take into your bunker? And everyone gave their answers. And then he said, why not a set of encyclopedias? You'd have all the information you need to do all manner of things forever. So books, you need those. And the last one you should hoard is painkillers. And I mean narcotic painkillers, Oxycontin, Vicodin, whatever you can get your hands on, because those have a long shelf life, and there is no world in which those will not be infinitely valuable. So there you go. If you're worried about climate refugees, if you're worried about regular refugees, if you're worried about the big bad Democrats coming to take your guns, these are all things that can help you in a post-apocalyptic world, or even just a demi-apocalyptic world. It's going to be fine if you have nails and screws and painkillers and copper wire and wind-up lanterns and radios and books. Guys, this advice, I'm not even charging you for it. You're welcome.